Hey everyone, welcome back to Selkirkwoodcraft. Today I'm going to start a new monthly series on some of the best woodworking deals on Amazon. So I'm going to scour Amazon and look for some of the best deals going on for woodworking products that both me and you can probably use. Each month I'm going to hunt down 10 of the best woodworking deals I can find on Amazon. And this is going to include tools, gadgets, jigs, really anything I can find that not only helps us out in the shop, but they're going to be amazing deals on Amazon. And with Christmas just around the corner, these are going to be great suggestions for Christmas presents, or maybe you want to buy yourself a gift. So grab a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, and let's see what kind of deals we could find on Amazon today. Alright guys, so here's a great deal on a DeWalt dust separator. It has a 10-gallon stainless steel tank. It has one of those cyclone filter systems on top. And it comes with the hose and everything you need. It's on a limited time deal right now, normally $162.16, and they have it on sale right now for $134.97. It is a limited time deal, so I don't know how long that's going to last. I will leave links below for all this, and you just click on it and it'll take you right to it. It looks like it is a wet and dry application, and if you want to do the dry application, you put the cyclone filter on there and it'll separate all those dust particles out, and it's very highly efficient. Or you can turn it into a wet vac too if you have to suck up any liquids. If you know about those cyclone filter systems, it says here it catches 99% of the debris. So if you're using this on any kind of sanding system or hooking it up to your miter saw, this is a good vacuum for that purpose. Yeah, you just hook the hose right in, that cyclone goes right on top, and yeah, this looks like a great value for a pretty decent little vacuum. Alright guys, you got to check out this deal. This is the Bora 5-piece deluxe clamp set, guide rails, extensions, T-square, it's the whole kit. If you guys haven't seen these, it turns your circular saw or router into a track saw. So you guys know how expensive track saws can be if you're getting a Festool or a Makita. The whole kit with the specialized saw are pretty expensive. So for this, you can turn your own skill saw into a track saw, and it can do all kinds of stuff. So this is on sale right now for only $161.99. That's 28% off. It's a limited time deal. It says the deal is selling fast. Again, I don't know how long this deal will go on. And I'll show you a quick video here. And it can do all kinds of stuff. And it can be a straight edge. It clamps down to your work surface. It comes with all kinds of rail sizes, and you can always upgrade and get more. Yeah, see, this is just cool. I need to get this. I wanted a track saw for a while, but there's always been so expensive, and this is the way to go. You can use your own saw, your own router, and yeah. So here's a 5-piece countersink drill bit set with a low friction depth stop. So if you're like me, you bought the little DeWalt kits or whatever in Home Depot, and it has the countersink bits in there, but it doesn't have the depth stop. And so when you're drilling countersinks, you don't get them at the right depth every time. And so I'll drill one a little too deep, one not deep enough. And if I'm doing multiples, they're never at the same depth. So this one has an adjustable depth stop, so you can get your countersinks to the exact depth. And it looks like this one has a coupon price on it right now, and it looks like it's normally $28.99, and it's got a coupon price of $23.19 for the 5-piece set. And it's also got a 15-piece set, which has all kinds of stuff in it. And boy, that's on sale from $42.99 down to $34.39. And nice little carrying case. Looks like it's a pretty good quality tool. This would make a great Christmas present. I might suggest this one to my wife, actually. Okay, I think this is a heck of a deal. You get 8 sanding sponges for only $6.29. I don't know about you, but I've bought some of these over the past, and I'd pay that much only for one at Home Depot sometimes. So it looks like you get 2 of each grit, and that's 60, 80, 120 and 220 grit. It looks like you have other choices too. If you want to get just one grit, you can get 8 of that grit. So if you want 8 120 grit, you can get those. If you want 8 100 grits, you can get those. Of course, they're flexible. You know, it's a sanding sponge, and for $6.29, you can't go wrong with those. Okay, so this is a tool I own and I have in my shop and I've used a few times. I really like it. It's a 4-piece 90-degree positioning square set. They're right angle clamps for woodworking. The clamps themselves are made out of aluminum. They're very sturdy. They have the measuring marks on the sides. And you can use these for making drawers or cabinets, and it squares things up really nice. And so when you're doing glue ups, you can clamp these in place and it's going to hold everything perfectly square. Yeah, I've used these quite a bit and I like them. Yeah, and right now they're on sale, 17% off, so you can get them for under 30 bucks and they're normally $35.99. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal and it's something that you'll probably use. So if you guys don't have an automatic center punch, this is a tool that you have to have. I didn't have one of these for a long time. I just used an awl or something. And once I bought this, this is probably one of my most used tools in the shop. It's adjustable, so you can adjust it for wood or metal. And it puts a little dent in the wood or the metal, so when you go to drill, your drill bit finds home and it drills exactly where you want it to go. If you've ever looked at Amazon products and there's these little videos that you can look at stuff, I actually posted a video. If you scroll down here and look, there's one by Selkirkwoodcraft
for metal. But I gotta tell you, I use this in the shop and I use it for wood, I use it for metal, I use it for all kinds of stuff.
And that's me. Really like and that's my video I posted on this as a product review. And
this is probably the number
I love this little thing.
I use my shop on a regular basis. You can adjust the spring tension on it, and he's pushed down and it automatically puts a divot into the wood. So when you're using a drill, the drill will just find center very easily, so you can get accurate drills. If you need to go into metal or harder wood, you just crank that down, crank the tension down, and then when you punch the metal, it puts a nice little divot right there on the metal, so it makes it real easy to drill. Turn it in. That way it will leave a deeper dimple in the metal. Push down. It just leaves a little tiny dimple, and then when you go to drill, you don't have to worry about your drill bit walking across your metal. Totally approved, great tool.
Yeah, what a good video. All right, guys, this is a heck of a deal. This is a Dremel model 2050-15 Dremel kit. It's a 15-piece kit, normally $57.99, and it's on a limited time deal for $39.90. That's 31% off. It's a deal selling fast, limited time deal. I'm not sure how long it will last. This is also an Amazon's choice. You can also get 2 of these kits if you want to buy one for yourself or and one for a gift. 2 for $79.80, normally $115.98. That's a heck of a deal. These are so versatile. You can use them for so much stuff. If you've ever owned a Dremel, you know how handy they are. And this is a great tool at a great price. All right, so here's a Japanese pole saw that's on sale for 39% off. So it's only $15.98. This is a 2-sided pole saw. So one side is going to have 10 tooth per inch, and one side is going to have finer 17 tooth per inch. It has replaceable blades. They're very sharp. I have a Japanese pole saw in my shop. It's just a single-sided, but I use it all the time for cutting off dowels or cutting small pieces. It just makes short work of things where I don't want to pull out a power saw or something, and it just makes quick work of stuff. These things stay extremely sharp for a long time. So here's another tool that I own and use in my shop. This is a wheel marking gauge made by Clark Brothers. This is a top-rated, very quality tool. It comes with two marking wheels, so you have a replacement if you happen to damage one. But I've had mine for a few years now, and I've never had to change out the wheel. It's made with brass, very heavy duty. When you set it, it's very solid, easy to use. It comes with both millimeter and inch scales. Just a very good quality tool. It makes for some very accurate woodworking. Okay, so if you guys have ever tried to cut thin strips on your table saw and do it repeatable so they're all the same width, you know you have to have a good thin rip jig. That's hard to say 3 times fast. There's other ways of doing it, but this is by far the easiest and the quickest to set up. So this is the original thin rip jig, and it's listed right now for the lowest price in 30 days, and they got it at 20% off. And I don't think it's going to sell for any cheaper than this. It's Amazon's choice. It's on a limited price reduction. It just goes right into your table saw slot. You can set it to whatever thickness of strip you want to cut, and then you just move your fence over to match it, and then you just keep cutting strip after strip, and it makes it super easy to cut thin strips. This comes in handy if you want to put little strips into cutting boards. There's all kinds of things you need thin strips for, and this is the way to do it. It looks super easy to set up. This way the thin strip isn't getting pinched in between the fence, and it just falls off. And again, I'm going to put a link below to all these products. And so yeah, check them out. So I'll leave links below if you want to check anything out you saw here today. If you like this video and it brought you a little bit of value, I ask you just to like and subscribe. It's totally free, but it helps out my channel. And I really appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.